To build a thinking system in Obsidian, open your Vault and in the File Explorer sidebar, right-click to create 3 folders: Inbox, Thinking, and Knowledge. Then, inside those folders, create 3 core notes: Thinking Dashboard in the Inbox, Thought Journal in the Thinking folder, and Knowledge Library in Knowledge. That's the whole skeleton. 6 items, no plugins, no complex templates. You can now capture any idea, explore it deeply, and build long-term knowledge right inside your Vault. If this kind of no-fluff Obsidian setup helps you stay organized, hit like and subscribe. It really does help the channel. Let's walk through each part so you know exactly how to use this to think better. The Inbox folder is your capture net. I've been using this 3-folder setup for a couple of years now, and the Inbox is the one place I never optimize. Early on, I tried forcing every thought into a proper note with a title, tags, and a date, and my inbox became a graveyard of half-filled templates. Now I dump everything raw. A note might be a single sentence, a voice memo transcription, a random question, or just a quote I liked. The key is zero friction. Right-click in the inbox, hit New Note, type your thought, and hit Ctrl+N for the next one. You don't even need to name the note descriptively, just something you'll recognize later. I name mine by date and a keyword, like April 15th, 2025 cold shower habit idea. That's enough. Inside your inbox, you'll also find the Thinking Dashboard. It's your homepage, a simple bullet point list that gives you a bird's eye view of what's brewing in your mind. Open the dashboard note, and you'll see headings like Quick Ideas, Topics to Explore, Current Questions, and Recent Insights. I use it exactly like a whiteboard. For example, under Quick Ideas I might jot, what if I built a habit tracker based on the 4 laws of atomic habits? That sits there until I decide to explore it. The dashboard does not replace the inbox notes themselves, it points to them. I keep it minimal, just a bullet list with links. When I capture a raw idea, I add a quick bullet on the dashboard with a wiki link to that note. That way I don't lose things in the pile. Under Review Schedule, I write a date a week out so I know when to come back and process everything. The Thinking folder is where the real work happens. That's where you turn fleeting thoughts into developed insights. The Thought Journal note lives here. Think of it as a thinking canvas for one topic. Copy that note anytime you want to unpack an idea. It starts with a simple structure, a topic line and a date, then sections for initial thoughts, questions, observations, conclusions, and related notes. I've moved away from filling every section in order. Now I just start writing under initial thoughts and let the questions bubble up naturally. Once I have 4 or 5 questions, I paste them into the questions section and start answering one by one. The observations section is where I record unexpected connections or new facts I stumble on. I always link out to any related note I already have. If I'm exploring habit tracking, I'll type, "Ohin, suddenly I see my note on atomic habits, my daily routine note, and a previous journal entry about consistency." That's Obsidian's secret sauce. Your ideas organically knit themselves together. I never use a folder for final thoughts. I keep the Thought Journal notes in the Thinking folder because a thought is never really finished. You'll revisit and refine it. Once a thought feels stable and reusable, I don't move it out of Thinking. Instead, I add a link to it in the Knowledge Library. That note sits in the Knowledge folder and acts as an index, not a dump. It has sections for main topics, key insights, lessons learned, reference notes, and related topics. I treat it like a curated table of contents for my best thinking. For example, under main topics, I'll have a bullet for, and that links to the Thought Journal note where I iterated the idea. I rarely move the actual file because I want the context of how I arrived at that insight to remain visible through backlinks. That way, 6 months from now, when I wonder why I considered habit tracking, I can trace the original question that sparked it. I've seen people move notes into a knowledge folder and never touch them again. That turns the knowledge folder into a museum. Keep the notes alive where the thinking happened and just index them. Connecting notes with internal links is what turns a pile of notes into a thinking system. While you're in the Thought Journal, whenever you mention a concept, say dopamine, type 2 brackets, and either pick an existing note or create a new one on the spot. I almost always create the note immediately, even if it's just a stub with a single sentence. Later, when I'm reviewing, that stub reminds me to flesh it out. Obsidian's backlinks pane becomes incredibly useful here. I'll open the Thought Journal and see all the places it's been linked from, which often surfaces connections I'd forgotten. A few months ago, I realized my note on decision fatigue was linked to 3 unrelated projects I would never have noticed without those backlinks. So link liberally. Properties and tags add a light layer of organization, but I keep them simple on purpose. For every note I create, I add a short YAML front matter with 3 properties: status, category, and date. Status can be inbox, thinking, or knowledge, matching the 3 folders. That lets me later run a quick data view query to list all inbox notes I haven't processed. But you don't need data view to start. Just visually seeing the status at the top of a note reminds you where it belongs. Category is broad, like hash idea, hash question, hash insight, hash reference, or hash project. I used to have 20 different tags: hash psychology, hash habits, hash creativity, but it overwhelmed me. Now I stick to those 5. If I need more granularity, I rely on links and search, not tags. Properties also make sorting and filtering the file list easier, but don't over-engineer them. The minute you spend more time designing properties than thinking, you've lost the plot. Your actual thinking workflow is simple: capture, explore, refine, connect. When an idea hits you, drop it into the inbox. I do this on my phone via Obsidian's mobile app, just a 1-line note on the go. Every Sunday evening I open my inbox and spend 10 minutes reviewing. For each note I ask, does this still spark curiosity? If not, I delete it. Don't hoard. If it's a quick thought I can expand, I copy the thought journal template, rename it with a descriptive topic, paste the idea into initial thoughts, and move it into the thinking folder. I then add a link on the thinking dashboard under topics to explore. Over the next few days, I'll revisit that thought journal entry, ask questions, record observations, and pull in related notes. Once I have a conclusion I feel is stable, I add a bullet in the knowledge library that links back to the thought note. I never announce it as finished, I just timestamp the last edit. Finally, I review my dashboard's recent insights and look for cross-connections, linking notes that talk about similar problems. This system works because it mirrors how your brain actually thinks: messy capture, focused exploration, and gradual refinement. It's not a perfect productivity machine, it's a thinking partner. After a few weeks, your vault will feel less like a folder full of documents and more like a web of evolving ideas. I've solved coding problems, planned articles, and even worked through personal decisions entirely within this setup, and it scales beautifully because the structure is so light. You don't have to reorganize when your interests shift, you just add new links. So that's your thinking system in Obsidian: 3 folders, 3 core notes, a habit of immediate capture, and the discipline to develop ideas over time. The best next step is to open your vault right now and create those 3 folders. Then, the next idea that crosses your mind, no matter how small, type it into a new inbox note. That single act starts the whole cycle. Come back to this video whenever you need a refresher on the setup. And remember, simplicity wins. I'll see you in the next one.